Last Tuesday, I was standing in the plumbing aisle at Home Depot when this contractor walked up to me. He'd overheard me talking to an employee about water storage options and said something that stopped me cold. You know what separates the smart homeowners from everyone else during emergencies? It's not what they buy when disaster strikes. It's what they bought 6 months earlier when the shelves were still full. This guy had been in construction for 40 years and lived through Hurricane Andrew, the 2008 financial crisis, and multiple supply chain disruptions. He told me that every major emergency creates the same pattern. People flood into hardware stores looking for the same dozen items, and within hours, the shelves are completely cleaned out. That conversation sent me on a mission to identify exactly which items disappear first from Home Depot during emergencies. I spent 3 weeks interviewing store managers, talking to contractors who've weathered multiple crises, and analyzing purchasing data from recent disasters. What I discovered will change how you think about emergency preparedness. There are 12 specific items you can buy at Home Depot right now that become absolutely impossible to find when supply chains get disrupted. Item number 8 was completely sold out across 3 states during the Texas freeze, and people were paying 10 times retail price for it on secondary markets. Before we dive in, I'm curious, have you ever tried to buy emergency supplies during an actual emergency? Drop a comment below, because understanding what disappears first helps everyone prepare better. Item 1. Water storage containers, $25 to $45. Let's start with something that disappears faster than almost anything else during water emergencies. Food-grade water storage containers from Home Depot provide the foundation for water security when municipal supplies fail. Here's what most people don't understand about water emergencies. When water systems fail, they can be down for weeks, and you need the capability to collect, store, and preserve large quantities of water safely. Home Depot carries 55-gallon food-grade water barrels for about $45 and smaller stackable containers starting around $25. During the 2021 Texas freeze, my contact at a Dallas Home Depot told me that water storage containers were the first items to sell out completely. Families with proper storage containers could stockpile hundreds of gallons when water was still flowing, while everyone else scrambled with tiny bottles. A family of 4 needs at least 16 gallons per day for drinking, cooking, hygiene, and sanitation. When water emergencies hit, you have maybe 6 to 12 hours before everyone realizes the problem and starts competing for storage solutions. Item 2. Heavy-duty extension cords, $30 to $60. Heavy-duty outdoor extension cords give you the ability to distribute power safely when electrical systems are compromised. During extended power outages, the electricity you do have becomes incredibly precious. Home Depot's contractor-grade extension cords cost $30 to $60, but can handle serious electrical loads safely. We're talking about 12-gauge wire rated for outdoor use that won't overheat when running essential equipment for extended periods. I was talking to a guy who lived through Hurricane Ida, and you know what he told me? The difference between families who maintained functionality and those who just survived was the ability to get power to the right places. Having proper extension cords meant they could run refrigerators, medical equipment, and communication devices from a single generator while everyone else was fighting over outlets. You need power for medical devices, water pumps, food preservation, heating systems. Everything requires electricity, and you need the flexibility to prioritize what matters most during disasters. Item 3. PVC pipe and fittings, $20 to $40. PVC pipe and fittings give you the ability to make emergency plumbing repairs when professional help isn't available. During disasters, plumbing systems fail from freezing, ground shifting, or debris impact. A basic PVC repair kit from Home Depot costs maybe $40 and includes various pipe sizes, joints, and cement. These materials can fix most common plumbing emergencies and create custom solutions for specific problems. During the Texas freeze, burst pipes left families without plumbing for weeks. The people who had PVC repair materials could fix problems immediately, while everyone else waited for professional help that was booked solid for months. But PVC isn't just for plumbing repairs. During extended emergencies, PVC pipe becomes versatile construction material for shelters, organization systems, and solving dozens of structural problems with basic components. Item 4. Heavy-duty tarps, $15 to $35. Heavy-duty tarps disappear from Home Depot shelves within hours of any storm warning. Quality tarps range from $15 for basic coverage to $35 for contractor-grade materials that can withstand serious weather and repeated use. When disaster damages your roof or breaks windows, tarps provide immediate protection that prevents further damage. Water intrusion after storms often causes more destruction than the original disaster, and tarps stop that secondary damage. During Hurricane Ian, my contact in Florida told me that families with proper tarp supplies maintained dry, functional living spaces even with significant roof damage. Meanwhile, families without adequate covering dealt with ongoing water damage that made their homes uninhabitable. Tarps serve multiple emergency functions: ground covers, privacy screens, water collection systems, equipment covers. They're bulky items that stores don't stock deeply, so supplies disappear quickly when demand spikes. Item 5. Rope and tie-down systems, $25 to $45. Quality rope, bungee cords, and tie-down systems provide the fastening capability that holds emergency solutions together. When disaster strikes, everything needs to be secured against wind, water, or structural instability. Home Depot carries serious fastening systems: paracord, marine rope, heavy-duty bungee cords designed for commercial applications. During Hurricane Michael, families with proper securing systems kept their tarps in place while neighbors' coverings blew away. But fastening systems serve multiple purposes during extended emergencies: equipment organization, clothing lines, structural reinforcement. Rope and tie-downs solve hundreds of problems that require securing or connecting things. The key is understanding load ratings and choosing appropriate materials for serious applications. Home Depot's contractor-grade systems cost more than dollar store versions, but work when your family's shelter depends on them staying secure. Item 6. Hand tools and hardware, $40 to $80. Basic hand tools give you repair capability when professional help isn't available and power tools don't work. During disasters, everything breaks, and having proper tools means you can solve problems instead of being helpless. A basic emergency toolkit should include adjustable wrenches, screwdrivers, pliers, hammer, utility knife, and various fasteners. This costs $60 to $80, but provides capability to handle most repair challenges. Here's what most people miss about tool selection for emergencies. You need tools that work without electricity, hold up under harsh conditions, and can handle heavy-duty applications. Home Depot's contractor-grade hand tools are built for professional use and won't fail when you need them most. During Hurricane Sandy, families with proper tools secured their homes and made emergency repairs, while people without tools watched minor issues become major damage because they couldn't perform basic maintenance. Item 7. Batteries and flashlights, $30 to $50. Quality batteries and reliable flashlights disappear from Home Depot faster than almost anything else when power outages hit. You need hands-free lighting for working, area lighting for maintaining activities, and portable lighting for checking problems. Home Depot carries professional-grade flashlights designed for contractors and emergency responders. We're talking about lights that produce serious illumination, run for dozens of hours, and work reliably under harsh conditions. But the real key is having adequate battery supplies in standard sizes. Home Depot's contractor packs provide hundreds of batteries at reasonable prices. But during emergencies, battery supplies disappear within hours as everyone realizes their flashlights are dead. During Hurricane Katrina, families with proper lighting systems maintained better mental health and functionality. Kids could do activities, adults could read and work, and families maintained normal routines instead of going to bed when the sun went down. Item 8. Portable generators, $300 to $800. Here's item number 8. Completely sold out across 3 states during the Texas freeze, while people paid 10 times retail price on secondary markets. Portable generators provide electrical independence when grid power fails. Quality generators range from $300 for basic models to $800 for systems that power essential household circuits. During extended power outages, generators become critical for medical equipment, food preservation, communication systems, and heating or cooling. But here's what most people miss about generator preparedness. The generator itself is just part of the system. You need proper extension cords, fuel storage, and maintenance supplies. Home Depot carries complete generator ecosystems, but you need to assemble them before emergencies hit. I was talking to a Home Depot manager who worked during Hurricane Ian, and you know what he told me? Generator sales spike 2,000% when storms approach. But by then, it's too late. The people who maintain power during disasters are those who bought generators during normal times and know how to operate them safely. Item 9. Fuel containers, $25 to $60. DOT-approved fuel containers give you the ability to store gasoline, diesel, and propane safely when fuel becomes scarce. During disasters, fuel supplies get disrupted quickly. Gas stations run dry, delivery trucks can't reach stations, power outages prevent pumps from working. Home Depot carries approved containers from 1-gallon portable cans to larger storage systems. Having fuel storage means you can stockpile during normal times and have supplies when everyone else is stuck. But fuel storage serves multiple critical functions. Generators need gasoline, vehicles need fuel for evacuation or supply runs, and heating systems might require propane or kerosene. Having diverse fuel storage means you can power whatever systems matter most. During Hurricane Sandy, fuel reserves kept generators running and vehicles operational when gas stations were closed for weeks. You need to buy containers and fill them before emergencies, not during them. Item 10. Basic lumber, $50 to $150. Basic lumber and construction materials give you capability for emergency repairs when contractors aren't available. Quality dimensional lumber provides raw materials for emergency construction and structural reinforcement. Home Depot stocks construction-grade lumber suitable for structural applications. During Hurricane Michael, families with lumber supplies boarded up windows, shored up damaged roofs, and created temporary structures that maintained habitability. But construction materials serve multiple purposes during extended emergencies. Furniture construction, organization systems, equipment platforms, lumber becomes incredibly versatile when you need to create solutions for problems that didn't exist before the disaster. I was talking to a contractor who works disaster recovery, and you know what he told me? The families who recover fastest are those with materials to make immediate repairs. Waiting for professional help means waiting months while living in compromised conditions. Item 11. Water filtration systems, $40 to $80. Water filtration supplies become critical when municipal systems fail or become contaminated. Home Depot carries serious treatment systems that remove bacteria, viruses, chemicals, and sediment from any water source. Quality filtration systems range from $40 for basic filters to $80 for comprehensive units that process hundreds of gallons. These systems work without electricity and can turn pond water, rainwater, or questionable tap water into safe drinking water. During Hurricane Maria, municipal systems were down for months. Bottled water was impossible to find, and people were getting sick from contaminated sources. The families with filtration systems stayed healthy, while everyone else dealt with waterborne illness. Having the capability to produce unlimited clean water means your family never faces dehydration or waterborne illness, regardless of how long emergencies last. Water treatment supplies disappear quickly because everyone suddenly realizes they need safe water production capability. Item 12. Insulation materials, $30 to $70. Here's item number 12, something a Home Depot manager told me they've never restocked fast enough during any emergency. Insulation and weather sealing materials maintain comfortable temperatures when heating and cooling systems are compromised. Quality insulation materials, foam boards, weather stripping, caulking systems improve your home's thermal performance when energy becomes expensive or unavailable. During power emergencies, maintaining comfortable temperatures becomes incredibly challenging. During the Texas freeze, families with insulation supplies created warm zones within their homes that stayed comfortable even without heating. Meanwhile, people without thermal barriers dealt with freezing indoor temperatures that made their homes uninhabitable. But insulation serves multiple functions during extended emergencies: sound dampening for privacy, moisture barriers to prevent mold, draft elimination for comfort. Insulation materials solve problems that become critical when you're spending extended time in compromised conditions. Storage and organization strategy. Having these 12 items means nothing if you can't organize and access them when emergencies hit. Organize everything by category in clearly labeled, waterproof containers. Keep tools together, electrical supplies in one area, construction materials in another section. Create detailed inventories with expiration dates and maintenance schedules. Batteries need rotation, fuel needs stabilization, and tools need periodic maintenance. Having supplies that don't work when you need them is worse than not having supplies at all. Store everything in accessible locations that won't be compromised by the same disasters you're preparing for. Don't put flood supplies in the basement or emergency materials in areas that might be cut off by structural damage. The psychology of emergency buying. Here's what's really important to understand about why these items disappear from Home Depot during emergencies. When disasters approach, everyone has the same realization at the same time. They need these basic materials to protect their families. The difference between prepared families and everyone else isn't intelligence or resources, it's timing. Prepared families buy these items during normal times, when supplies are plentiful and prices are regular. Everyone else waits until emergencies hit and competes for limited supplies at premium prices. The bottom line. These 12 essential items from Home Depot represent practical emergency preparedness that keeps families safe when normal systems fail. They're basic materials that solve critical problems during disasters, not expensive specialty gear. You don't need to buy everything at once, 1 or 2 categories each month, and build capabilities gradually. Focus on quality items that work reliably when your family depends on them. The goal isn't becoming a prepper or survivalist. The goal is having basic materials needed to maintain your home and family's safety when professional help isn't available and store shelves are empty. If this list changed how you think about hardware store preparedness, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. I'm constantly researching practical emergency solutions and learning from families who've survived real disasters. Drop a comment telling me which item surprised you most, or share your Home Depot emergency shopping experience. Your insights help other families understand what really matters when supply chains fail. Remember, the best time to buy these items was last year when everything was in stock at regular prices. The second best time is right now, while shelves are full and you can choose quality materials. Your future self will thank you for preparing before everyone else realizes they need the same basic materials.